My name is Ben Loewith. I'm a third-generation dairy farmer here at Joe Loewith Sons Ltd. I've been on the farm since 1999, so that's 26 years, and the farm was first purchased by my grandfather in 1947. When it comes to soil health, what we're trying to do is making sure that we're farming, we're not mining the land. That any nutrients that we're taking off of the land, it is being replaced through our manure as well as other inputs. Being a dairy farm, there's a lot of manure that's being produced. We have a little under 1,000 animals total and about 850 acres that we are farming. So all of that manure then gets spread onto the field. Beyond the nutrients that are in the manure, a big advantage of animal agriculture, of course, is the organic matter that you are then spreading back on the fields as well. It significantly reduces our input costs because we have that manure to put back on. If you have access to manure, then it's a fantastic resource for the land. We're not a no-till farm, but I would describe us as a minimal till. We do very, very little, if any, deep tillage. We're talking just cultivating, scratching the surface. Where we can, we're doing direct seeding. This field behind me is a triticale field that was direct seeded after taking corn silage off. Often, once we spread the manure, we do have to scratch the soil to work that in a little bit, but we're going, 1 to 2 inches deep, whereas if you look back at our program, say 10 to 15 years ago, you would have been probably 4 to 6 inches deep. Switching from a more conventional tillage to a minimal till program, we rely very, very heavily on custom operators to do all the field work for us, but it does take a fair amount of organization. I do think the resiliency of the crops with respect to drought years or not getting enough rain, because you don't have as much compaction in the soil, the crops become a little more resilient to those drought years. But at the end of the day, it really comes down to trying to grow a crop that is going to be best for the cows. We've recently opened a store to the public, and so not only is it the dairy operation, but it's the processing operation as well. I think any farm, regardless of whether you're customer facing or not, it's important that there is a growth mindset, that in one way or another, there has to be an increase in revenue in order to be viable and sustainable going into the future. Whether that future is another generation, farming is one of those industries that there is constant investment.